All rise for the graduation class of 2022. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please be seated. I'll introduce myself. I'm Mike Glover. I'm the head teacher for Community-Based Transition Services, and I have met most of you doing IEPs for the students and various other things. I'd also like to introduce the dignitaries on stage. We have APS District 4 Board of Education member Barbara Peterson, and we also have APS leadership. Scott Elder, Superintendent. Stephanie Fascitelli, Intern Superintendent for Special Education. Jean Saavedra, Associate Superintendent, Leadership and Learning Zone 1. I would also like to recognize University of New Mexico football coach Danny Gonzalez, who will address us later in the ceremony. Now it's time for our graduation speakers. These students have been with Community-Based Transition Services for 4 years. They have worked very hard on their own personal goals as well as on their graduation speeches. We are very excited to hear from them. First, we'll hear from Ryan Giangola. Ryan has been a pleasure to have in our program. She has been a model of self-determination, tenacity, and leadership. Ryan has developed into a proudly independent adult and has distinguished herself amongst her peers. Recently, Ryan was offered a part-time summer employment at Thrift-A-Lot, one of our community partners. Following Ryan, we'll hear from Cruz Madrid. Cruz is graduating after a tremendous journey with community-based transition services. Cruz came to transition services with the dream of working in the sports industry. He is working 2 jobs in that industry, and one is his dream job. Cruz is a model for the other students regarding self-advocacy and hard work. Because of this, Albuquerque Isotopes comes to community-based transition services seeking employees. Ryan.
I am going to miss all of my class friends. I miss best friends with Mark, and I am going to miss him. He helps me with editing, and made many friends. Congratulations, Rivers. I have also become friends with Kik and Anakin from Develop. Then have taught me to become a good employee. I have also learned a lot from my friends at the Borealis Senior Theater, where I have worked 4 years. Miss Daniels and Adeline have taught me how to be an independent people, then great teachers. I am proud to tell you that I am going to start working at Develop this summer for Kik. I will be earning my own money, and I am going to help my mom and dad. I am going to have my own money bank account. I want to tell my mom and dad, brother and sister for always loving and supporting me. Then they are the best family. Thank you, class of 2022.
Hello, my name is Cruz Madrid. I graduated from Albuquerque High School in 2018 and have been in transition services ever since. I've enjoyed being in transition services and I've learned so much in my time here, including learning how to write a resume, participating in several job fairs, going on field trips, and learning how to cook, to name a few. I currently work with Albuquerque Isotopes and volunteer with the New Mexico local football team. I want to thank everyone who has helped me here at Transition Services, including Mr. Glover, Miss Monica, and Miss Sarah. I would especially like to thank Mr. Don, who has more than a teacher, he also has been a mentor to me. He knew my love of sports and did his best to ensure that I could get a job in that field. I am thankful for both the jobs that I have because of transition services. I have been with the Albuquerque Isotopes for like 3 years, and I've held several positions. I enjoy my time there, and I'm currently an usher if you ever get chance to watch a baseball game. My second job is volunteering with the Mexico Lobo football team. I work with the equipment manager. I help the football players practice, make sure their gear is ready for a game, and I even have traveled to a few away games, including a game in Boise, Idaho, and El Paso, Texas. I would like to give a special thank you to Coach Gonzalez for giving me the opportunity to be at something I really love. My hope now that I graduate is to continue working with the Lobos. Without transition services, I would not be where I am today, and I'm very thankful, very grateful for everything that is done for me. Thank you again. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. He is a graduate of Valley High School and also UNM graduate, where he earned a bachelor's degree in business administration and also in general management. He also obtained his master's degree in physical education and recreation. He has 20 years of experience in coaching football at the college level. Coach Danny Gonzalez and his wife Sandra have 4 children, Cole, Jake, Chloe, and Abby. I am very thankful for the opportunity Coach Gonzalez has given me. Without further ado, the University of New Mexico head football coach, Danny Gonzalez.
I appreciate that. Great job. Thank you. I'm honored to be here. Cruz, he didn't want to share. He's being very modest. He is no longer a volunteer at the University of New Mexico football program. He is an employee now. Don Abeda did a great job bringing Cruz over, and Cruz, over a time period, sold himself, earned a job, earned a spot within our organization, and a very valued spot. His tireless work effort, it's inspirational. We are moving towards a time where inclusion is no longer a word. I don't think we should have to fight for inclusion. It should be the expectation. And with services like this, we need more. We need more resources for them. We need more opportunities for our youngsters. I'm a big believer in my faith, and I believe there's a bunch of special people in here, not the people on the stage only. I believe God chooses special people to raise children, and I refuse to use the word disability. Nobody is disabled. Everybody has different abilities, and they will learn in a inclusive classroom, in a general education classroom. Those children will learn as much from our children that are up here as they learn from them, and we can be employed by each other, for each other, all together. What this program and the opportunities that it gives and what I've seen work in a short amount of time, like I said, we need more resources and we need more programs. This opportunity for Cruz is going to be put in a position where he will oversee other managers, students at the university, as well as non-students. We have many opportunities within our program where they're dealing with 18 to 23-year-old knuckleheads, and I promise you they can be knuckleheads. We have good kids in our program that on a daily basis, they're learning more and more to be adults and go into this world and be in our community. A great stat, 75% of the college students that we bring in here to play football remain citizens in Albuquerque forever. And so that's a very high number. We can assign 25 scholarship kids every year. 75% of them remain citizens in our community. So I'm proud of the kids that we have on our football team, as much as I am proud of the kids that are in this program right here that are moving on into our community. I'm a big believer in this program. I'm a big believer in equality. And like I said, inclusion is the expectation. If there's ever a platform where I can help anybody in any way, in any kind, please don't be afraid to ask. Please don't be afraid to come and see what I can help you with, because I am all in. on whatever we can do. Now I have, obviously, I have a special set of admiration for this community beyond because of my 8-year-old daughter. So I have an 8-year-old daughter with Down syndrome. She's a rock star, and she is no different than anybody else. It doesn't define them. It's a part of who they are. Because I play golf all the time and I'm not a good golfer doesn't mean I'm disabled in golf. It just means that my ability in golf is not as good as it is in coaching football. That might be questioned by some soon, but we're going to get better, I promise. We'll be better this year. I think in 2 years we're going to have a pretty good football team. And big part of it is Cruz Madrid. I'm honored to be here. And like I said, if there's anything that I can ever do to help anybody, please don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to come by the football offices. I'm always there. My door is always open, and anything I can do. On June 15th, UNM Level Football has teamed up with the Special Olympics of New Mexico, and we're going to have a day camp. If anybody's interested, come on out. But always, I appreciate your time. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan, Cruz, and Coach Gonzalez. Now it's time for our slide presentation of our fantastic students with pictures taken over the years. They have been at Access and CTAP. Graduates, you please rise and join the audience to watch the slideshow. And the slideshow will start momentarily. Please be seated.
I'm slowly, I think I'm crazy. I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly, I think I'm crazy. I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly, I think I'm crazy. I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly, I think I'm crazy. I think it's crazy.
I would now like to introduce our principal, Ms. Lila Ramirez.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for letting us have your young adults for a while and getting to have the smiles and the experiences with them. Their journey has just begun, and I just want to let you know we got them some satchel bags, and it has all their information in there, anything that they've been working on, resumes, anybody that they need to contact, all the information is on there for their travels ahead. Board member Barbara Peterson, I'd like to present the class of 2022. They have met all of the graduating requirements as set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools, along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. This is our class of 2022.
It is always such an honor to be here with this group of students. They have shown such perseverance and hard work, and we are so proud of them. We know they will go on to be wonderful members of our community, very much needed. So, on behalf of the Albuquerque Public School Board of Education, I accept the 2022 graduating class of Transition Services. Congratulations.
It may take a little moment to get them up here. Armando Vasquez. Armando, throughout his time with the Access program, Armando has shown exceptional communication skills and leadership capabilities. Armando shows great compassion to his peers and is successful in any route he chooses for his future. His charming personality and hilarious sense of humor will be greatly missed. Ethan Aldridge. Ethan is a truly wonderful, hardworking young man who is always willing to give a helping hand. He is getting work experience at Jackson Wink MMA gym. When he sets his mind to something, nothing stands in his way. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to seeing what manifests in your future. Shane Bartley. Shane couldn't join us this evening. We'd like to recognize him anyway. Shane came to CTAP this year. He loves to wash dishes at Monzano Mesa Senior Center at the Marriott Hotel. He always keeps everyone around him laughing. Congratulations, Shane. Jesus Chavez. Jesus has learned the value of dedication and determination. Jesus is working at ARCA on Kirtland Air Force Base and has been for 2 years. Jesus is working to upgrade his employment and obtain his driver's license. Sorry, Cassandra, I have you out of order, and I'm trying to quickly figure this out. There we go. Cassandra Trapito. Cassandra, although just recently in addition to her new class, she has been a great student and she will be greatly missed, and she is going to go places with her great attitude and her kindness and her love for her peers and her classmates. Okay. Alyssa Ferris. Alyssa is a leader. When Alyssa learns a task, she initiates it independently at the job site and is able to help train other students. Alyssa is working at Wary Elementary School with the Parks and Rec program and will continue working there this summer and beyond. Great job, Alyssa. Edgar Gaitan. Edgar has a memory like no one else. He is kind, hardworking, and devoted to his family. He has been working at ARCA over a year now and is an outstanding employee. He brings light and joy to others and will be greatly missed in our program. Ryan Giangola. Ryan has developed into a proudly independent adult and has distinguished herself amongst her peers. Recently, Ryan was offered a part-time summer job from Thrift-A-Lot, one of our community job training partners. Carlos Hollingsworth. Carlos has been in community-based transition services for 3 years. He's currently working at Sandia Resort and Casino as a groundskeeper. He's gotten his driver's license, and he's now attending C&M studying political science. Daniel Jund. Daniel is a kind soul with a passion for animals. He has dogs and loves spending time with them. He has spent time volunteering his services with the Animal Humane Society, where he provided care for cats. Daniel is athletic and loves playing basketball. Congratulations and good luck, Daniel. Nicholas Adon Lacone. Nick is a fun, friendly, outgoing young man and a joy to have in our program. Nick will most likely become a famous sports anchor or a top restaurant critic in Albuquerque due to his expertise at the best places to eat. We will miss you, Nicholas. Cruz Madrid. Cruz has learned how to advocate for himself and is now working 2 jobs. He is working with the Albuquerque Isotopes and with the University of Mexico football team, where he was able to negotiate a salary with Coach Danny Gonzalez. Alex Moncada Hernandez. Alex has participated in community-based transition services. In community-based transition community for 4 years. At his time here, he has created many new friendships, computer and verbal communication skills. Alex is looking forward to working in the IT field. Alex is excited to see what is next for him in his adult life. Ayana Reed. Ayana has grown and matured in the 4 years she has been with community-based transition services. Ayana is working at ARCA on Kirtland Air Force Base and has been for 3 years. Ayana also received her 45-hour childcare certificate while attending transition services. We have seen her grow, mature, and become more independent. Michael Rodriguez Rosales. Michael is a pleasant young man with a great sense of humor. He enjoyed tricking his teachers with jokes and shared his love for wrestling and soccer. He is a great team player and enjoys being with his family. Destiny Jordan Savage. Destiny has been a model of independence and leadership and self-advocacy. She has often relied upon to help new students transition into our program and serves as a mentor at many of our jobs training sites. Destiny is considering an offer of competitive employment, and we wish her the greatest of success in the future. Teresa Salco. Teresa has been attending community-based transition services for 4 years. She has tried several jobs, including Walmart and Parks Recreation, and has settled in with Stride Office Supply in a supervisory role. Teresa earned her 45-hour childcare certificate, and she is currently attending C&M's Business Entrepreneur Program. Hazy Torres Hernandez. Hazy has come to CTEP program this year. In her time here, she has lifted the spirits of everyone she has met. Her adult program is up and running. Congratulations, Hazy. Daniel Vasquez. Daniel reserves his own Sun Van rides, has worked at Cottonwood Movie Theater going on 4 years now, and lives independent of his family. He is a strong, resilient, and focused young man that has overcome and persisted through many obstacles. We look forward to seeing how Daniel continues to grow and impress those around him. Lathan Vernon. Lathan has made our workday fun. He really enjoyed prepping food at Las Volcanes Senior Center kitchens. We only had one school to work with him. He will be greatly missed. Britta Ward. Britta has developed into a very mature student leader. She motivates her entire class and is a huge help to her family. Yeji Pablo Wiersnicki. Yeji is a very animated young man, and he is a great artist. He is a good worker once he has learned a job task. He can perform it accurately and at a good pace. Yeji has been a pleasure to have in class. Class of 2022. Speaking of Yeji, take time to notice your programs. On that program, he did the sculpture of the sailboat, and Jesus did the drawing of the cat on the inside cover. I'd like to thank them for the great artwork. Once again, congratulations, class of 2022. Everyone, please enjoy this very special evening. Graduates, please rise and exit for your recessional. They've risen. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job, Armando. Good job, Vicky. Armando.